I'm going to be reviewing. Welcome to another Steve Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing The Revenant, a recent film made by the same guy who made Birdman, which won Best Picture last year, and I'm hoping this film does as well this year because it has all the good qualities of a good film and more. Because I love the cinematography of this film. It's just so beautiful to see how they. I want to see how they filmed this film because it's just in. Oh, it's just mind blowing how they filmed some of these scenes, which I don't want to go into detail on these scenes because they are just so beautiful and so. You could just pick out any single frame of these films and like literally put it on your wall, and you'll be proud, and you'll just like people will come in and they'll think, oh, is that's a work of art? That was made by an artist, wasn't it? No, it's just one, especially some of the establishing shots of the trees and some of the wildlife are just so amazing, especially that some of the scenes are they're one whole long scenes. They're one shot like long shots. The long shots are really good because it's like you're actually one of the people in the group because most of the shots are like low down. It's as if basically you have this one scene with it's in the trailer. Basically, this guy's Leonardo DiCaprio's character's asleep, and he wakes up. This camera turns to everything that's coming towards him. He picks up his gun. He shoots the guy. He runs off. He gets on his horse, and as if the camera's just following him. The camera's spurling around. It's just so beautiful to watch, and I want to see because like most of the scenes are actually like natural lit. So like most of the scenes actually use the sun to light most of the scenes, which I think is so well done on the like the directors and everyone involved, because it must have took them forever to set up every single scene, especially if there was like if one day it didn't rain and they needed to film on that scene in that place at that location right that point, they couldn't do it. They had to wait another day, another week, another month, just so they had enough lighting for the job, which I really love about this film, the cinematography, how it's filmed, and basically the story is mainly about the basically you have this guy, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and Tom Hardy, the guy of Ex Machina. He was in Star Wars. He was the general, the ginger guy. He plays the general in the new film. So you have these three, load of other people. His Leonardo DiCaprio gets attacked by like he during the film certain like occurrences happen, so he's like left there to die, and then he just basically it's basically this ultimate survival story of like a man stripped of his elements, no civilization in sight. So like it's so good. One point he actually has to like rip a killer after his horse has died. He's freezing cold. His limbs are literally freezing up, and he has to literally gut the whole horse, pull out all the organs, and literally sleep inside of the horse. It's so cool. It's such a good scene. I love it. And so you have the infamous bear scene from the trailer as well, and it's mainly like a revenge story between the. Yeah, as I was saying, basically what I love about this film especially is the performances are phenomenal. I will not be surprised if Leonardo DiCaprio at least wins the Oscar this year. Well, it's going to happen eventually, and especially the strategy they're working on this film is if we release this film later in the year, we'll get more noticed, and like especially most of the people who sign for the Oscars are very old. They probably forgotten like the past week, so they've definitely forgotten the last film they saw last April, the Ex Machina, which is a good film. Anyway, this film it should. Hopefully it will win an Oscar. Anyway, I love Leonardo DiCaprio's performance. It captivates his character very well as this as a man out for revenge for a certain thing that happened to him and his family, and what's happened to him over his lifetime, and he ain't gonna take no shit anymore, and he's gonna go out, find out who's responsible. It's not really a strong revenge story, but it is a overall, the story is a revenge story. Yeah, what else I love is what happens to the ending scene. The end is so cool. You will be speechless what happens at the end, as I was when I watched it. Anyway, I cannot recommend this film any higher. It is a phenomenal film, probably one of the best films of the year. It's so unfortunate that it came out this late. It came out the last month before I was going to do I throughout the whole year I've probably been saying, yeah, Mad Max or Star Wars, my favorite film of the year. By far, this is my favorite film of the year. This is the best shot film of the year, best acted film of the year. It's just it deserves as much praise as it will get. As I cannot recommend you any higher to go out right now and when it comes out in cinemas and to watch it, because it is such a phenomenal film. It's such, throughout the whole film, it's such, you get this whole feeling of a grandiose, this whole epic journey you're going through on these characters, because like each character has its own story. Some of the, especially the general, isn't like developed that much throughout the whole film, because he's just left to, yeah, he's the guy who shouts orders. That's who he is. Tom Hardy's character, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, especially not Leonardo DiCaprio, steals the show. But I think the most person who steals the show of the whole experience of watching the film, definitely the director. The director's hand down steals the show of the whole film. It's just pure his vision being plastered onto the screen. Therefore, I can't even find a flaw with this film, fairly honest. Yeah, I can't really say anything about it. Everything's so beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to buy it and watch it at home. And for 5 out of 5 for me. And hope to see you again on another Steve's Reviews.